Order the school committee meeting, April 2nd, 2018. Mr. Walsh, if you'll lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
School committee members and student reports, school committee chair report. I have nothing to report at this time. Resource Committee, Chair, Mr. Stevens.
No report from Resource, but school building needs. We met Thursday, and we discussed the MSBA update, and we are going to be attending April 10th meeting in Boston on Crocker Elementary. So that study had been approved. We were briefed on the situation at Crocker Elementary School and how it was going and how they hope to run some water for testing this coming week. The temporary locations are going to continue to the end of the school year. We discussed Lonjo and the electronic signs. The electronic signs will be resubmitted to the zoning board, and that should take place soon. We discussed financial report, and we have tonight some school choice requests that we talked about, which both the athletic baseball field, Goodrich Academy, and an FHS interactive projector. Anything else?
Any questions? Seeing none?
Could I mention,
yeah.
could I mention about this afternoon? Or would you like the selection Lonjo route?
Yeah, well, go ahead if you want. Go ahead. Yeah.
We met this afternoon on the Lonjo roof with 3 architectural firms, and we selected an architectural firm which will be going to the mayor tomorrow. And we will be getting started on the Lonjo roof so that everything should be finished so that we will open Lonjo in September with a new roof and some other repairs.
Great, good news, thank you. Any comments, questions? Seeing none. Policy Committee, Mr. Horgan, you're the only member that's here right now.
That's correct.
Have you met at all?
No,
Is there anything to
we
report?
said we meet by now, but it's going to be this Wednesday, so
Okay.
we'll have to report the
Great.
23rd.
Thank you.
Yep.
Student Support Committee, Ms. LaBelle Pierce.
We met last Thursday, and we had a lot on the agenda, and we had to table a couple of things at the end. So we will meet again to talk about blizzard bags information and how that may roll out, and more information about the STEM mentor program. But for other business, we talked about, the administration provided an update for us on the approach they're taking to meet some challenging social emotional learning issues across the district for some students. We heard that they've kind of organized themselves along with teachers into subcommittees that have subcommittees based on things like best practices, and the district is kind of encouraging the work to really kind of unfold through those subcommittees. So we decided that we'd ask for an additional update about that in a couple of months as the school year really kind of winds down. The other item on the agenda that we heard about was the introduction next year of the AP Capstone program at the high school, which is really 2 AP classes, a seminar class and a research class, where students will have some choice in deciding kind of project-based learning and more college-level research applications. So there'll be more, I'm sure, that people are talking about for that program. And then we also heard from Eva Kelly, who talked about the new procedure for school enrollment and distribution across the district, where we're going to realign this primarily based on students' home addresses. I know that Ms. Kelly is going to present to the school committee as a whole, but we were able to get quite a bit of information about how that process is going to unfold. It's obviously very well researched, and there'll be lots of chances for people to kind of talk about that at the bigger meeting.
Great. Any questions or comments from the committee? Seeing none, school personnel, we will be going into executive session at the close of the meeting to discuss where we are with negotiations with Fitchburg Public School teachers. No need for executive committee report, and we've already heard building needs. So, the student report. Take it away.
Start off, quarter 3 grades close April 3rd, or 4th, one of those days. And then early release day is on April 4th. And there's a school improvement council meeting, so some of you might know what that is. So it's kind of like a parent-teacher organization type of thing. So that'll be 6 to 7:30, room 199. All are welcome. Quarter 3 report cards will be distributed April 13th. So obviously the quarter will close earlier, so that teachers will have enough time to put in the grades. And the spring musical Willy Wonka, which is the FHS spring musical, is 12th, 13th, and 14th of April. So save the dates. And then April 12th is 7 p.m. April 13th is also 7 p.m. and April 14th is 2 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. And I believe that's a Saturday. And then April vacation will begin April 14th and end April 23rd.
Mr. FHS was held last Thursday, and I have to say that was a very good time. I was very entertained with what the guys were able to pull off. One of the guys came in with the whole dress, and he just ripped it off to show off his swimwear. There were concerts, I guess you could say. The winner, Sage Bray, he did a rendition of Journey's Don't Stop Believing. And he won the first place prize of 2 prom tickets and, of course, the title of Mr. FHS. And this weekend as well, Coach Raymond Casenza, he won the NIAAA Distinguished Service Award. And a little bit about that is it's presented annually to one athletic director in Massachusetts in recognition of their length of service, special accomplishments, and contributions to athletic administration and at the state or local level. So it's a very prestigious award, and he's done a lot for the baseball team, the football team, every team. I know I've worked with him for the swim team. The coach has to deal with 4 athletic directors, so I was in the middle helping my coach and Mr. Casenza. He definitely deserves that award. Saturday, April 14th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. is a marker space night in the Fitchburg Public Library with food and creativity. From ages 13 to 18 are welcome to participate to enjoy the library's technology, including virtual reality goggles. So that sounds fun. And the School Improvement Council Parent-Teacher Organization meeting, that's Wednesday, April 4th. I think Matthew already said that, but yes.
Did you want us to expand on that? Because I guess there's information here that I didn't read about the meeting.
Which meeting?
The School Improvement Council meeting.
That'd be great.
Okay. So I guess they're going to be discussing the vision of the graduate. I don't know really what that means, but you'll have to go and see for yourself. It's part of the New England Association of Schools and Colleges, which is NEASC. We've been doing surveys lately on that. It's just a big part of the accreditation process for our school. So yeah, that's about it.
Any more expanding?
No.
Good. Thank you. Any other questions from the committee? Seeing none? Thank you, guys. And you're right about Mr. Cosenza. That's
Yeah.
much needed accolade for him. He's been a
He's been a wonderful.
great member of the community for a long
yeah.
time. Yeah.
His wife too. I remember.
Yeah.
She works at Longshore, I think.
Judith, yep.
Good people.
Okay, thank you. Approval of the minutes, previous school committee, March 19th. Motion made, second to approve the minutes from March 19th, 2018. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Unanimous. As mentioned, we'll go into executive session at the close of the meeting. Communications, I have none. Public comment. Anyone wishing to make a public comment, there is a 5-minute limit. If you'll approach the center table, your name and address. Anyone wishing to make public comment? All right, seeing none. Moving on to the superintendent's report.
So
You want to do
Sally
this
was,
now?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, all these red bags are very important, because these are the red bags that will be given to the winners of the dog license poster contest. And we have had over 40 entries. And I'm going to give the honorable mentions to the mayor. And then I think what we'll do is we'll ask everyone who's here for the dog license poster contest, come up and sit at the table so that you can say your name.
How many are there? How many are there?
5 total. Thank you.
Okay. What are you going to do?
So I'm going to announce, Mayor, would you announce our honorable mention winners?
Yes.
And I think, you know what, if we go, yeah, I think if you announce from here, I'm just thinking for camera. And then we'll do our first prize.
How do we know which is which? Am I holding them up?
Oh, yeah, the name's on the back. Or maybe not. Nope, Annabelle. So Annabelle, would you come up and get your poster?
Let me see. This is yours? Hey.
Annabelle, here you go.
Do we have last names for people at home so that they know who's?
Sandra, that's Annabelle Duval.
Yes.
I think this is Cassandra LeBlanc.
Oh, Cassie.
This one we have, all right. Udalise Velasquez.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Oh, and here you go.
And last but certainly not least, this would have to be Tanya Brooks.
Tanea?
Oh, I'm sorry, Tanaya Brooks. Tanaya Brooks. You know, I thought I had it figured out. So much for me. Congratulations, nicely done.
And then our first prize winner is Mr. Alden Gottschalk. Mr. Alden Gottschalk, would you come forward? So this is yours, and this is for you.
Please, show everybody.
So show everyone your poster, and then we've got a presentation from the chief, so we're going to come around to you.
Oh, very nice.
Definitely the better one.
And the winning poster will be distributed to our schools and to the city hall and to the
awesome.
police department, and it came out wonderfully. Alden, you did a nice job because you had a simple graphic, and then I just put some type on here and put information, but I think everyone can understand, and this is perfect timing because we just had our low-cost vaccine clinic with Friends of Fitchburg Dogs over at the fire department, and we've helped over 260 dogs. But your poster and your posters, and I urge you all, students, please put your posters up at your schools. Your principals will welcome that. But let's do this. We'll get the chief to come around. We'll get the mayor to come
We're
around.
going to go right in the middle
Get
here.
it right in the middle.
Yeah.
Can we have the
Okay.
superintendent too? Yep. Why not? So we're just going to stand here and do a grip and grin. What do you think? Like this?
Right in the middle here, right in the middle, yeah.
And I want to.
Want us in here?
I think if we're behind them, if you children can hold up your posters so that
Yep,
Chad
hold them
can
up.
see them. Also, I want to thank Sodexo Nutrition Services for our prizes.
Put that one on the floor.
Yes.
Parents, get up here.
Okay.
Stand up. There you go.
Who else? Wait, we gotta get somebody in here, right?
Yeah, here we go.
Hold your poster up so
All
everybody
right,
sees
hold your
it.
poster up so
All right.
everybody sees it.
Don't cover
ready?
don't cover your face, though.
Oh, that is so cute.
Right here, give me a good smile. Perfect.
Well, look at the paparazzi, and you're
Thank
just
you.
starting out.
The chief is gonna give out posters.
We've got a, yep.
That is so cute.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Nice job.
I had the pleasure of looking at these posters and voting on them, and I'll tell you, there were some tough ones that we had to pick from, and obviously yours were the best. And I had some plaques made up for my office for each of you. Okay? I'm going to read them to you. This is for the honorable mention. There's 4 honorable mentions, and it says, "Congratulations on receiving an honorable mention in the first ever Be Paw-Sensitive Dog License Poster Contest." Say that quickly. You created a great poster to help keep Fitchburg dog owners aware of how important it is to license your dog. We have hundreds of dogs in Fitchburg, so it's crucial that our pet owners know when it's time to get their dog license. We hope that you will continue to talk to your friends and family members about how important it is to keep your pets safe. Great work. And this is made up from the police department, and I signed it. So, Annabelle Duval, congratulations. Sign it. Cassandra? Udalise. And the best one out of all, this is the first prize winner. They were, like I said, they were tough, but yours really jumped out as really the special one. So this one's for you, Alden. Congratulations on receiving first prize in the first ever Positive Dog License Poster Contest. You created a great poster to help keep Fitchburg dog owners aware of how important it is to license your dog. We have hundreds of dogs in Fitchburg, so it's crucial that our pet owners know when it's time to get their dog a license. We hope you will continue to talk with your friends and family about how important it is to keep pets safe. Congratulations.
I'll give you a couple of these to bring to the police department.
Excellent. And I'm going to post these at the police department, and if your family and friends have Facebook, I'm going to put them on my Facebook page too for everybody to see. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Good job, everybody.
Just a note for folks viewing at home and also for the people here. Contest was judged by myself, Steve DiNatale, Police Chief Ernest Martineau, members of the Fitchburg Public School Administration, Be Positive volunteer Shannon Kessler, and members of the school committee. And prizes were provided by Be Positive and Sodexo Nutrition Services. Doesn't get any better. Thank you, folks.
And we'll do it next year, guys. So second graders, get ready. February, we'll do this again.
Got it. Thank you.
All right,
right,
moving on. You're still on, right?
Yes, yeah, we have an appetizer to Willy Wonka, and I'm going to invite Tabitha Greenlees, who is our music and chorus and band teacher at the high school, to give you a little bit of a appetizer to Willy Wonka.
That is true. So I'm going to just set this keyboard up real fast. And as I'm doing so, I'll remind you that the dates for the show are April 12th, April 13th, both at 7 p.m., April 14th, which is Saturday, a matinee at 2 o'clock, and at 7:30. We do a double. It builds character, don't we? So tonight, I've done something a little different than I normally do. Normally, I only give you like a really, really small taste of what's to come. So tonight, I brought a little bit more. It's a slightly bigger helping.
Good.
So we're not giving away too many details, but we will share with you. Come on in, guys. Come on. So what I have for you tonight is a collection of our Oompa Loompas. All the way around the table, right?
Yep.
That's great.
And our Oompa Loompas represent almost every single school within the Fitchburg Public Schools.
That's great.
Yep, they're going to surround you because that's what's good for them.
Whoa.
Okay, that's good.
Violet, are you in character now?
That's
Come
great.
this way.
Okay. Yeah, we want to
Right
make sure
here.
that we can
Right
see you.
here,
Okay,
perfect.
right
Yeah.
behind there. Okay. So the Oompa Loompas are not in full costume, but we've given you a little bit of a taste. So because they are all workers at Willy Wonka's factory, they all have adorable name tags for each and every single kid. As you can see, I have my own. Miss Judy has her own as well. We also have on the end our Violet Beauregard, who is practicing because she's chewing gum.
Oh, right.
Which is normally never allowed in any of my music classes. And Chris King on the end, who is Augustus Gloop.
Oh,
So tonight we're going to share with you a little taste of one of our songs from the show.
great.
Are we ready, guys?
We're ready.
Okay. I do have tickets with me tonight. If anybody would like to buy them, they are only $7. Okay, so.
What a crowd of Oompa Loompas.
Yeah.
All these Oompa
all
Loompas.
the
I didn't want to
schools.
give away too much, right? We're not going to come in costume and spoil the whole thing for you.
Right. Got to have some secrets.
Yeah, we're very secretive in the Oompa Loompa, in the Willy Wonka factory.
Very cute.
Can you guys all hear that okay? I'll play as loudly as I can. All right.
Oompa Loompa Doopity-doo, I've got a perfect puzzle for you. Oompa Loompa Doopity-dee, if you are wise, you'll listen to me.
What do you get when you guzzle down sweets? Eating as much as an elephant eats. What are you at? Getting terribly fat.
What do you think will come of that? I don't like the look of it. Oompa Loompa Doopity-da. If you're not pretty, you will go far. You will live in happiness too. Like me, Oompa Loompa Doopity-doo.
Great. Nice job, everybody. Back to the factory. They were great. Nice job. Nice job. How are you?
By sheer force of number.
It's so sweet.
Very, very cute.
Ah,
Very cute.
If that doesn't make you want to have some chocolate and come to the show, I don't know what will. We're the best bargain in town, guys.
you really are.
honestly.
You really are.
I will, and we could just add a little plug. I have a lot of help at the high school with putting on the production this year. Thanks to, yes, Ellen McGuan, who's been my kind of Oompa Loompa wrangler. And Julie Alexander, who has helped to do some choreography for the show. And Steve Dauphinus, who helps with all the technical aspects of the theater show. And Tom Simak, who builds us some incredible sets. So, yeah.
And you have your new sound system.
We have
this
our new
year.
sound system,
Yeah.
which we are very thrilled to finally christen for the show. So that will be a real spectacle for us to be able to use, and a great thing to finally call our own after these years. So last year we did earn a Tammy nomination from the Theater at the Mount, recognizing our productions. So yes, you absolutely should come. If you miss it, the truth is, like, you will just be sad because everybody else knows how spectacular it is, and if you're not there, you're just gonna miss out. Plus,
That's gonna be sad.
I will tell you that there will be some very special Oompa Loompas on some particular evenings. Some very, very special Oompa Loompas. One of them may or may not be sitting in this very room with you. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. Okay?
I kind of need to go now.
Huh?
I kind of have to go
You
now.
kind of have to go to every single show.
Just to
right?
see,
You
right.
know.
How do
I
you
don't
know?
if you have any questions, but.
The price of the tickets, I know it's $7 for a certain age, and then...
So, children under 8 get in for free.
Right.
Otherwise, it's $7 for tickets.
That's great.
And
Looking
say the-
forward to it.
Days and times again, please.
Days and times again. So Thursday, April 12th at 7 p.m. Friday, April 13th at 7 p.m. Saturday, April 14th at 2 p.m. and 7:30. Yes.
And we can buy tickets at the central office?
You possibly can.
Yeah, we can, if you send us some.
If central office
Yep.
is willing to do so, then
Yeah,
I'm willing
we
to send
are.
them some tickets.
But you can also
Absolutely.
buy them that night.
You can buy them at the performance.
Yeah.
There's no reason that you have to wait. Tickets, I will send some to central office
Yeah,
in order
we'll
for
sell
them
them.
to sell some
Mhm.
tickets as well. You can buy them at the high school from any cast member, but otherwise you can just come on the night of the show and purchase your tickets.
Okay, thank you, Tabitha, that was great.
Yeah.
Great show. What, is this number 5, musical number 5?
This is number 6.
6,
6.
the musical number
I know,
6.
The shock of it, I didn't do a musical my very first year. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Yeah, we've forgiven that.
Yeah, you forgive me.
So, but before you have your chocolate, you have to eat a nutritious meal. That's my segue to Brianne and Jill and Dave from our school nutrition, who are going to talk to us about a new app that's going to be introduced.
I know, I don't want to leave. I gotta go. I'm dying.
You need to recover, Lisa.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good
Okay.
night.
See you later.
This was a very entertaining meeting today.
So, my name's Brianne, and I work with Jill and Dave, and my project this year has been getting a nutrition app out to the public here at Fitchburg Public Schools, and it's now live. So I wanted to give everybody a little taste of how you can get to the app, what it's about, what will be available at now your fingertips. So the name of the app is School Cafe. You can get it in the Play Store or the App Store, whichever device you have, and it is also available online. So we have put out this poster. We have it in English and in Spanish. In the high school is where we're targeting right now, but it will move to the middle and elementary schools. We wanted to make sure that anybody of any language could participate in the app. It does interface with about 10 different languages that you can choose to whatever your preference is. It's not just in English, which is awesome. For the students, they will be able to register and make an account. It does ask for a phone number and an email address, so notifications can be sent straight to the cell phone or an email. With that, it is completely secure. They do have all types of backups to make sure that your information doesn't get out to anybody that it shouldn't be, which is a huge concern nowadays, but they do have programs in place to keep the information safe. And once you're connected, and it's as simple as those 3 steps. How to search for menus. So the system categorizes the information alphabetically. It's just how throughout the whole system back to the nutrition analysis, everything is done alphabetically. So sometimes you'll see the condiments menu come up first when you're searching for breakfast or lunch, but with an easy drop-down box, you are able to find the lunch and breakfast menus just as easy. So the leaf is their logo. So you'll find this throughout the app and the web page. And it usually denotes if you're searching for something, you can find this leaf. They call it Amigo because it's your friend. With that, in the app, you will be able to search by day, and it categorizes them by entree, meat alternate, which is can be a cheese stick, it can be a piece of chicken, it's anything that's just a meat by itself that doesn't have any other components with it. It groups the grains, milk, proteins, and vegetables as well in user-friendly colors and symbols. With that, you will also be able to click into a hyperlink, which will pull up a larger photo of the ingredient. We're working on building our database where you'll be able to have a photo of the item in with the nutrition information. So for students, they can create a tray and get alerts when their favorite meals are going to be popping up on the menu.
Well, I'm going to like that.
Yeah, it's really great.
I'm registering now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Turkey, yes, turkey and gravy. It also uses the colors through My Plate as well when denoting the different fruits, vegetables, proteins, milk. So we're able to pull in things that they're learning into this program using colors and instead of just using words. It also helps train the students on how to find a reimbursable meal. So the program knows that if you have all of the components for a reimbursable meal, that they've been met. So for example, if they got a milk, a fruit, and their entree, that they're getting all of the components that they need to have a balanced meal. They also have the ability to flag or star, however you would like to use that term, and rate their favorite meals. So with that, we will have our School Cafe TV, which is a digital signage where they'll see their friends at what they rated for that meal. So Dave and I have messed around and we've put 5 stars for our favorite meals, and it shows if we both have liked it, it'll say 2 people have rated this star for this meal. So then that way they can see what their friends are liking, because that's kind of where they're at. They like to impress each other. And they can do hearts, which is that they love it, and every time that they heart it, they will see it when it's on the menu with that icon. Okay, School Cafe for parents. So a parent makes a login the same way that a student would, but they have the ability to look at all of the schools that their students are in. So they have available all 7 schools. When you make a student account, you choose a school that you would like to, in which you're eating lunch. With that, they can create trays for their student and know how many calories, how much fat, how much sodium their child will be consuming on any given day, just to kind of keep a good tab on what it is that they're eating or have available. As well with that, it has an allergens icon. So in the top, it will say allergens, and it denotes with a graphic and a color associated with every one of the 8 major allergens. And with that, if you have a special allergen to some kind of dye or something that's not as common as the major 8, you will have available all of the ingredients in the product to search through for whatever allergen you particularly have or something that you're monitoring for your student or child. The trays the parents can also save their trays, so if they have a student who's kind of a finicky eater and they know that popcorn chicken is their go-to, they can encourage them to have it on whatever day they choose to make that plate. So on here you can see that they have the favorites and the rating, and the average rating is available for anybody that partakes in this rating process. Okay, so I would like to show you the website, if that's okay with you folks. Maybe if it'll let me. Maybe. I don't know. Dave, do you know what I'm doing wrong here?
Is it online? Was that
Yeah, it's supposed to be online.
connected?
We have put the icon, the School Cafe icon, on the Fitchburg Public Schools website under resources. We are also moving forward to putting it under the Department Nutrition Services page as well We will be
Here we go.
keeping both websites available in the short term. So here is the website. It's schoolcafe.com, very simple, kind of catchy. And we can view the menus without making an account. So you're not forced into doing anything you don't want to do with this resource. So you can view the menus through this View Menus tab or icon. Okay. So now we can type in our school district, ITCH, Fitchburg Public Schools. So you can type in Mass, MA, or you can type in Fitchburg. It will, it's a smart search. And I want it to show me the menus. So everything again is alphabetical, alphabetized. So Crocker Elementary School will always come first. Say that we wanted to see all of the, what do we have? 15 entree options that we have at Fitchburg High School every day. So if you ever feel overwhelmed about what you're going to eat for lunch, you should go to the high school. So here it will go to, we can go to lunch, and again, it says here condiments because everything's alphabetized. We are working on changing it to something more user-friendly so it doesn't say condiments, but it does let you know all of the different things that we offer as well. So favorites is our main line because we associate it with being everything that the kids want and it is their favorites. And our fast takes is our grab and go room that we have our salads and sandwiches in. So if we wanted to look at the favorites, and it should, I'm not used to not having a mouse, so please bear with me. Okay, so we have our nachos. You can see that it has a grain and a protein. We have our pizza, which has a grain, a vegetable, and a protein. Our dinner rolls, bananas, all the fresh fruit, the vegetables, and the milk that we have offered. So today we had baked ziti because we do partake in the My Mondays or the Meatless Mondays. So every Monday, all across the board, we serve a meatless entree. We do have a vegetarian entree on every day as well. Just to kind of keep with the trend. So
Wait, can you show them what a month looks like so you can show them how they can look at the nutrition and all that?
Yeah, so we can click on the taco here and it'll give us all of the information. And it does say the Fitchburg taco seasoning, so that should make everybody a little happy that we're making our own seasoning to keep it low sodium and just kind of keeping it together. Here, if we want to look at the month, we can view the whole month of April. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there we go. And it's a lot of words, but it is everything that we have to offer every single day. So it shows the variety for sure. We can lower it down and not have the condiments involved. And if we don't want milk, and now it's shortened it just a little bit. You can print this as well, and you wanted me to show them what else, Jill?
I just wanted to show them how they get to the
Yes,
nutrition.
so this is
but
everything in the month. If we would like to just see weekly, which is usually my go-to, I like to look and see what's going on in the week. We can also look at just this week. And again, condiments comes up first because it is alphabetical, alphabetized is the right word there. So here we have the week. We can click on any of these links here and it will give us the nutrition information. And it lets us know that it has egg, gluten, milk, soy, and wheat. So if you have any of the above allergies, salad is for you.
It also allows the nurses to use this program to look at the carbs, which is something
Yes, right at
that
their
is extremely
fingertips,
important.
which is so great. I talked to the nurse today at Longstow, and she really likes how she can just go in and look at the information, because everything is updated in current time. So we have the program, we bought the nutrition software that is compatible with this program. Well, we bought this because it's compatible with the program. But the nurses are now able to create a student name when they create their trays, and say that they have somebody who always gets the same thing every day, every week. They can now name that tray, the student's name, and pull up the carbs with the whole meal. So there's no more adding up of anything. They can now choose their milk, their fruit, their entree, name it whatever the student's name is, and now pull up and have it available whenever they need it. I've been working with Pam Rivers with this project, and she's ecstatic because now the nurses have all of the information and then some of what they used to have that they would flip through paper to find. So, yes, that is what I have. I hope you all download the app and kind of just peruse the app.
I just did, yeah. It took 5 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't even take, it doesn't even take that long, but we are working on building the visual database to go with this. It's just hard to take a picture of everything because we want to show off our own products. So we want to make sure that we're getting good pictures of our food, because why put somebody else's food, because ours is just as great.
Now, could you look at just the current month, or could you look at next month's menu?
So I currently have only posted up until the last week of April, which includes the first week of May.
Man, then you don't have to
I
worry
can
that
post
kids
more,
forgot.
but usually I do it on a monthly basis, so if there are any errors, I can catch them.
That's great.
I ordered a tuna salad plate, and it said it won't be here till tomorrow. So I don't know what's up with that.
Yes,
That's
but
great.
you have this tool, which I'm so happy about. Here, yeah.
Now, how long does it take you to upload the menus, or you're doing it every day, or?
No, so right now I'm uploading for the whole month. So I go through, we have a 5-week cycle, so that's what we're uploading. If anything changes, so say that we don't get a product or we've changed the recipe, I can push out all of that information from the database.
And does it help with your procurement of materials as well? Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, a cycle menu definitely helps with that. And what the big thing for us too is like we can make changes to it with snow days and that too.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
So right now, that's not, I mean, up until this app started, that wasn't something we did. But it really is an amazing tool for parents and for our nurses. and, you know,
Nurses, big
the
deal.
kids just being able to be able to go in and look. We're pushing it at the high school right now and hope that, you know, some of the kids will pick up on it. But it's just an amazing tool. As Bob knows, we've been trying to get something for about 3 years, so I'm thrilled that we're finally here.
when do the food ratings go
Do I just
into
put
effect?
in Fitchburg Public?
You can rate them now, I believe.
And you-
So,
okay.
yeah, if you make an account, you can rate them.
Okay.
So that's kind of the stipulation there. If you make an account, that gives you the right to rate them, I guess, while when you are just viewing the menus, you're only viewing the menus.
So my account won't be shared with other accounts without my express written consent?
I think it's in the terms and conditions that you
Okay,
have to say yes to in order to
I
get it.
just have to make sure now, you know?
I know there's some pretty intelligent hackers out there, so who
Okay,
knows?
so we have put the link to the app on the resources page. We are working on putting it on the Nutrition Services Department's link as well, so then that way there are some parents that go and they strictly look in for resources, and then there are others that have it saved in their browser just to go to the department's link. So, yes, it's all right here. So it's as easy as a click. And here we are.
Very nice. I have to say, I'm very impressed with your menu every day, what choices students have.
Thank you.
Very, very impressive, what's available for students to decide on.
He was talking about, he's a little older than I am, but we were in high school together. We're talking about how different the menus have
Yeah.
come,
Yeah.
how far they've come since we
Yeah,
were in high school.
really.
Yeah.
Well, we have customers. They're not just students, they're
Yeah.
customers. And
There you
that's how
go.
we have to
Yep.
treat them.
That's great. Nicely done, thank you.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you
I-
for listening.
So that was the good news. The bad news is Brianne is leaving us.
Oh, no.
Where are you going?
Been here, so I'll let
I'm
Jill
sorry.
and David talk a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Where you going? You still with Sodexo?
Yes, I'm still going to be with
Oh,
Sodexo.
the big bump up, huh? What are you going to corporate, are you?
No, not corporate.
all right.
I'm still going to be
Might
working
help.
in schools.
Yeah.
I love working in school nutrition. I don't know if I really want to do anything else.
Yeah.
But I will be doing accountability, kind of what I've been doing here at Fitchburg, at Providence Public Schools.
Oh, wow.
So I had the honor of being trained by Jill and Dave, so now I can bring what I've learned here to a larger school that really needs it. But
Oh, good
I'm,
luck to you, that's great. Congratulations.
And we have, just so that even though she's working in Rhode Island, we have one of our Fitchburg Public School scarves for her that she has to wear.
That's right.
While she's there, just to remind us, but thank you so much. You've made such great changes. Great work. She's so perky and so happy and so cheerful all the time about food and nutrition. And she's the one who also photographs the meals every day and puts up pictures of our meals,
our
which
meals.
I would put on the front page of the newspaper.
yeah, I
because it
tried really
is-
hard to get to all levels, but it's just so convenient being in the high school. But yeah, we serve such great food here, and I think everybody should be at the quality that we have here. So.
I don't know, Jill or Dave, if there's anything you wanted to say.
Yeah, I'm like devastated, but knowing that Bria's moving on and taking a piece of us with her, I can't say enough about her passion for school lunch, and that's why she does the great job that she does. And I know she's going to do big things,
Absolutely.
and I'm going to keep my eyes on her. So,
Yeah, I'm still going to be part of SNA, so that's always great. So I'll
Yeah.
represent Massachusetts this next year.
Great.
So I'll still
Good
have
luck.
Mass in my heart.
That's
Don't
great.
you worry.
Good luck.
And I'd also like to say, I think it says a lot of Dave and Jill that the training you provided Brianna.
we're going to be a little bit more careful on things this time.
No, that's-
Yeah, don't train him so good, huh?
This is actually the second
Yeah.
dietitian we've lost in, 4 years, so.
But we're getting a new person,
We are
right?
getting a
Yeah.
new person, and we're hoping to get somebody with the passion that Bree has. There's very new generation coming out of some of the colleges, such as Framingham State, University of Mass. I can't think of any other ones. Those are the only two that I know
I went to
about.
Johnson and Wales, so I'm
Johnson
gonna
and
make a
Wales,
plug there.
But there's much more of an emphasis on school nutrition now.
Yeah, it's
So I
great.
think moving forward, we'll have good candidates.
And you'll be here through the end of the school year? Are you-
No,
No.
sir.
Oh.
My last day is actually Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, we'll miss you.
Quick question for me. That was a great presentation.
Yeah, thanks.
I like the part about the nurses using the nutritional data.
Yeah.
Is Sodexo going to be analyzing nutritional data for any internal purposes?
So we have a program that analyzes it. It's our menu, and we have to put all the right data in there, and it analyzes it, and that's where it pulls it from.
So do you guys use that to use like patterns in the menu or anything
Yep,
like that?
yep, yep.
And that's pretty much the extent of it?
Yeah, so
Yeah, so it's pretty involved. And we just bought new software last year, so we've been working on that, actually longer than that.
Yeah.
2 years ago, we've been working on it for a year and a half. This program interfaces directly with that, so it's very easy for us. Whatever is in our menu, whatever product we're using on our menu is the nutrition information you'll get.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
it's a lot of,
Yeah.
keeping up with it.
Right.
Products do
I'm sure.
change, so.
with this app and software, we can also send out polls and get data from the students. So we can ask them, what was your favorite meal this week? Or
Right.
what would you like to see more of? And we'll be able to send it straight to their email or their cell phone and get that information quicker. So then that way we can get a better pulse on what they're looking for as a student body, opposed to us kind of guessing, like, this seems really cool, maybe they'll like it, but turns out they're just not into it.
Right.
So,
I would like to, before we leave, just invite each and every one of you to our presentation on Wednesday up at the high school, the Red Best presentation. We have been serving fresh fish up at the high school for about 3 weeks now.
No, this week will be the 5th week.
This will be the 5th week.
Yeah.
Even with all those snow days.
Yeah.
So the mayor has one of the flyers, that each one of you should have it. So this is a Sea to School program. It's caught, we order it on Monday, it's caught on Tuesday, it's shipped on Wednesday, we portion it up on Thursday, and we serve it on Friday. And I have had the pleasure of eating it several times, and it's very, very good. Please join us Wednesday during the day. We'll have some samples, and they're going to bring in a bunch of different fish for the kids to look at and take pictures with, and I don't know what else. But it'll be a lot of fun.
Amazing.
So,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
So,
Great.
okay.
Okay,
Thanks,
thank
everybody.
you so much.
So
Great
much.
presentation.
Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
So a couple more things. One, plug for the Gala. It is May 5th, Saturday, May 5th, starting at 5:30 with cocktails and then dinner. And this year, along with your dinner, silent auction, and music, you get comedian Jimmy Tingle. So for $50, there's nowhere you can go to get that kind of a meal and entertainment. So I'd encourage everyone to come. The tickets are available at Central Office. Now will also be a box office for Willy Wonka. So we're an all-purpose, all-service organization. There are some school choice requests that I have put forward for you to consider. And one is, there are only 3 classrooms left at the high school that did not have overhead projectors. So I've put in there to add 3 overhead projectors to the high school, which will mean that every classroom at the high school now is fully equipped with what they need to do those kinds of presentations. Also, I met with the Goodrich staff. It was right before the opening of the lab, and we were talking about the Goodrich School, and one of the things that came up was we had just gone to the one-to-one at the high school, and the question was asked by the staff, is there a chance we could go one-to-one at the Goodrich School? So I'm proposing $33,800 from school choice to buy 100 Chromebooks to be used at Goodrich Academy. And then finally, about 3 years ago, Mr. Cosenza approached me to do the infield at the baseball field. It had been grown over with weeds, the pitching mound had kind of worn down, and that's 3 years ago now. The pitching mound needs to be beefed up, and the infield needs to be weeded and all.
Needs to be crowned a little bit, I guess.
Yeah. So I think that's something that is worth doing. So I'm putting in a request for $6,064 for a maintenance of the baseball field. And then, for those of you who are new, a group of our ELL teachers wrote some curriculum for Pearson Publishing. And Pearson Publishing purchased the curriculum from us, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago now. Yeah, a while ago, about 5 years ago. And with the deal was that whatever they sold, we would get royalties. So we have been receiving royalties, sometimes $1,000, $1,500, and we just received another royalty check for $318.79, which is the gift that just keeps on giving. So that's the full of my presentation today.
Okay.
If I could-
Yes.
I was going, oh, go ahead, Sally.
Oh, thanks. Just to comment on the royalties, I speak as an author who receives royalties. What Pearson is doing, using the book, is amazing. That just doesn't happen in publishing, to have royalties continue as they have. So huge kudos to everyone involved with that. That's an amazing, that's a triumph.
I was just going to ask Bob if he had any idea how much we've received from Pearson, if that's a possibility.
I don't, but we can.
Yeah, we can find that out.
Because it's all in one place, so we can.
Just have to look at multiple
We'll bring
years
that back on the
deposits.
23rd or
Kinda
email it to you.
curious how much.
Yeah, I want to say it's probably 5,000 or more, just
Yeah.
thinking about the numbers that we've brought past you. But we'll check that out.
Thank you.
You know, Paula, you bail me out if I get this wrong, but I just wanted to send out, thanks, and for any of the school committee members or anybody here that attended the event at Rheingold last Thursday, an advanced academic, real STEM stuff going on there, and these are young people, and it's a credit to the superintendent because he's the one who developed, it's what you'd call a feeder system. This is preparing these kids for when they get to the high school. And our advanced placement keeps growing every year. And this is an example. This is a reason why. But the stuff they were doing there, I mean, I'm not a science guy, but the stuff that they're doing at that age is pretty impressive stuff. So there was a great night, a lot of people, and the kids were having a ball. So
And the volunteers,
Yeah.
the teen volunteers were from our Honors Academy, the Fitchburg High School
Okay.
Honors Academy
Yeah.
and National Honor Society, and I think this is the largest group of volunteers they've had
Yeah.
since this began.
Yeah, it was really impressive. Thank you. Do we want to bundle these action items?
Good.
Folks, okay.
Yes.
18-982, up through and including 18-986. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Motion made, seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, it is unanimous. We will be entering executive session for the purpose of negotiations and personnel only to adjourn, to reconvene for adjournment. Do I have a motion? Do we need an individual
Roll call
vote?
vote.
Roll call vote.
Yep.
All right. Mr. Horgan,
No,
for executive session, to go into executive session.
So it's just yes or no?
It's just yes or no,
Yes.
yea or nay, yeah. Mr. Bell Pierce,
Yay.
yea. Mr. Stevens,
Yes.
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 All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We'll go into executive session.